Good evening and welcome to our Year 6-7 virtual information evening. Now usually we invite all of the parents and their students in the summer term to meet us all and learn all about the Academy. That's not really possible at the moment, so we've made this video just for you this evening, and you'll hear from lots of our staff who'll tell you everything you need to know about the Academy. Hopefully this video will go some way to setting you and your child's mind at ease all over the summer so you're ready to begin with us in September. We've got record numbers starting with us and we're so excited about it. I'll hand you over to the rest of the staff now who'll tell you everything you need to know about Workington Academy. Good evening.
Thanks, Mr. Bird. So I'm Miss Tweddle, the Director of Learning for Year 7 and Transition. I'd just like to say a big hello to all of our viewers in all of our feeder primary schools across Workington and the surrounding area, and to say that I can't wait to get to know you throughout Year 6 and to support your transition to secondary school and into Team Year 7. Just before I introduce the rest of the Year 7 team and to tell you about our transition process and things that you can expect throughout Year 6, here's a few more things that you can look forward to when you join Team Year 7. So I'm delighted now to officially welcome you as members of Team Year 7, and I can't wait for us all to start working together to achieve great things. I strongly believe that by us collaborating together, experiencing together and achieving together, that we will all achieve great things and for you to all be the best that you can be. As well as being a Director of Learning, you also know I'm a member of the PE department. When I'm talking about Team Year 7, I like to use a sporting analogy to explain exactly how this works. So, as I've said earlier, you're all members now of Team Year 7. You are all now the strikers of our team. And as we know, for any striker, their job on the pitch is to score goals. But when we talk about goals, we don't just mean goals on the pitch. We mean goals in lots of different areas, whether it's having high attendance, whether it's academic achievement in lessons, as members of clubs and teams, representing the school and being ambassadors. There's going to be lots of opportunities for you to be the best that you can be whilst here at Workington Academy. As we know, for any striker on a team, they can't score goals on their own, even if they're world class. So we've got a wide variety of staff and older students here at the Academy that are here to form our midfield and to work with you to achieve your goals. So the first really important member of your team is going to be your form tutor. Your form tutor you will get to meet on the 5th of July at our tutor meeting day, and you'll also see them when you first arrive in September. Your tutor you will see every morning at the start of school. They will help you make sure you are set up for the day, get ready for your lessons, get ready to learn, and they're also a point of contact for you in school if you do have any concerns or worries about anything. You're also going to have a wide variety of teachers here who can't wait to get to know you. You'll have specialist teachers for every lesson, and you'll get to know them really well in your lessons, as well as clubs and things outside of lesson time as well. They'll also get to know myself, Miss Lee and Mrs Robertson as part of your Team Year 7, and we'll work closely with your teachers and the support staff here, whether that be teaching assistants, members of our inclusion team, and reception staff and things here as well, to get to know you really well and help to support you for whatever goals that you would like to achieve. The last and third essential part of our team is our defence, and that's made up by our parents and carers at home. And we rely on your support to make sure that your child is ready for school every day, that they're here on time, they have the equipment that they need, they're dressed correctly, and again, that we're all communicating to do the best that we can to support your child to score the goals that they want to achieve. So as you can see on the screen, all of the arrows are pointing in the direction of the striker and the direction of the goal. It's really important that we're all working together, we've all got the same aspirations, we all want the best for your child to do the best they can and achieve their potential here at the Academy. So I'd also like to introduce you to some other members of staff here who form a really important part of our Team Year 7, who you'll get to know throughout this summer term and also in September when you start. So the 4 people here you're already aware of. So you've got myself as your Director of Learning, you've got Miss Lee as our Deputy Director of Learning, Mrs Robertson, who will be your year group manager, and also your form tutor, who you will see every morning. And we will form a close-knit team around you to help you to strive to be the best that you can be every day when you're here. As well as our close-knit team and our teaching staff here, there's also another range of staff who I would like to mention to you, who you will also get to know and provide lots of support here when you are at the Academy. Mr Hendren is our Assistant Head Teacher for Behaviour and Pastoral Care, who you will hear from later on this evening. We've got Mrs Adams, who is our Senko, that you will also hear from, who leads on all aspects of learning support here at the Academy. We've also got Mrs Bromley, who's our Inclusion Manager, who works very closely with our Student Revision Assistants, Mrs Wilson, Miss Agnew, and our Student Engagement Officer, Miss Fitzgerald, who work very closely with students on a one-to-one basis or on a small group basis to remove any barriers to learning that you may have. We also have Miss Smith, who's our designated welfare and safeguarding lead, who will deal with any safeguarding or welfare issues if they were to arise during your time here at the Academy. I'd now like to introduce Mrs Robertson, who's our Year 7 Year Group Manager.
Good evening, Year 6. Good evening, parents and carers. I'm Mrs Robertson and I'm the Year Group Manager for Team Year 7. I work with Miss Tweddle, the Director of Learning, and Miss Lee, the Deputy Director of Learning, to make sure that you have everything that you need to be the best that you can be as you start your journey in our school as part of Team Year 7. Miss Tweddle, Miss Lee and I have got lots and lots of things planned for you next year, so fingers crossed things go as planned and we're able to do everything that we can. Most of the time you'll see me in and out of your classrooms, on the corridors, at break times and lunch times, but you'll also find me around here in the Year 7 area. Part of my responsibilities at the Academy is to make sure that you can be the best that you can be and score those goals that Miss Tweddle's just been talking about. So I'll be there to help you remove any barriers that you have. I'll be keeping a close eye on your attendance, your punctuality, your responsibility for learning, your home learning, and everything that you need to be the best that you can be. Miss Tweddle, Miss Lee and I look forward to meeting you in person very, very soon. So until then, stay safe. And right now I'm going to pass you on to Mr Hendren, one of our assistant heads.
Hello Year 6s and welcome to Workington Academy. My name is Mr Hendren and my job in school is Assistant Head Teacher, and two of the things I'm responsible for at the Academy are behaviour and pastoral care. When you arrive with us in September, you'll see lots of me, particularly out on the corridors when you're going between lessons, but also down in the social areas when you're enjoying that well-earned time off. My job in school is particularly focused on keeping children safe, making sure they're behaving well, and also when children are doing a good job, making sure they get rewards. I'm really, really excited to see you all when you arrive in your lessons and at social time. So a couple of things that I want to talk to you about that my role involves. The first one is attendance. What I want to mention to you about attendance is that it's something we focus on intently all the time. And that's because it's one of the first things that we'll write on an application form when you come to apply for sixth form with us, or when you go to get an apprenticeship or a job. Employers and places of further education want to know, do you attend well? And I imagine it's something your parents tell you on a regular basis. Particularly in year 7, it's so important because you're coming into an environment that you're unfamiliar with lots of faces and lots of people who you don't particularly know. So particularly in year 7, it's absolutely essential that you do attend well. Aside from developing your social skills, building confidence, you'll also get an opportunity to make sure that you hear about all the excellent extracurricular things that are going on, particularly with our PE department, but also with the drama department, or our thriving music department, and in the library. You'll notice that I've made the decision to create my video for this evening in the canteen. The reason being is because one of the things I want to talk to you about is our food provision. Now, I have to be honest, I think that we do a really good offer in terms of meals. Whether that be in the morning, a breakfast club where we've got bacon sandwiches and toast to go, whether it be snacks at break time, or whether it be the vast range of different meals on offer at lunch. To name a few, we have everything from a main hot meal every day, to sausage rolls, to special little wraps called pizzinis, but we also have soup and a popular salad option and pasta as well. Lots to choose from. Also, for those of you that aren't necessarily keen on taking up the option of buying food in school, you may bring a packed lunch with you, and you'll be pleased to know that when you eat your packed lunch, you'll be sitting with everybody else who's having dinners. There isn't a separate place for packed lunches at our school. And finally, for year 7, when you start, just to do our best to support you as best as we can, we'll make sure that for the first week, you'll get an early lunch, which means that you'll be able to get set up on our cashless catering system and basically get to grips with our queuing system and how it works in terms of buying food. Okay, year 6s, let's now talk about our school uniform. Our school uniform is something I am so proud of. It's part of our identity, and I just love students coming in looking business-like. So the details will be on the slides behind me, but let me talk you through it. At the Academy, we have a predominantly black uniform. So we have a black blazer, there's a girl's style and there's a boy's style, and we also have our Academy tie. Now, I know that you'll have seen those in this video, and I know that you'll have seen them on our website as well. The second thing I want to outline is on the bottom half, we ask that you wear a black trouser. And for girls, you're also allowed to wear a black skirt. However, that skirt needs to be no shorter than 2 inches above the knee. On your feet, you need to be wearing a black shoe that will take a polish. A little bit of advice from me to you is, if it looks like a trainer, it's definitely not going to be what we expect. Finally, on items of uniform, we do expect that everybody comes to school with a natural hair colour. If you decide to wear some jewellery, that's absolutely fine. You may wear a watch on either wrist or one stud in each ear. And for health and safety purposes, we do ask that you don't wear any false nails or have any nail polish on when you attend school. Thank you for listening to me, Year 6. I'm really excited to welcome you to the Academy in September, and I'm now going to hand over to our Deputy Head Teacher, Mr. Bedford.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mark Bedford, and I'm the Deputy Head here at the Academy. And I'm going to talk to you a bit about the structure of the school day, about the student curriculum, and about our VLE. So firstly, let's look at the Academy day. Students come into school for about 8:35, so they're on time to start form and tutor time, which runs from 8:40 till 8:55. That's a really important part of the day, and particularly when our students start in year 7, there'll be lots of activities to allow them to get to know each other and form a really strong bond in their form group. After form, sometimes as well in form, there'll be all school assemblies where lots and lots of sharing of information and lots of development and activities that students can do. After form, we have 2 lessons, and that takes us up to just before 11 o'clock, and we have then a 20-minute break. After that break, students have another 2 lessons, which takes them to around 20 past 1, and then they've got lunch for 40 minutes until 2 o'clock, and their last lesson of the day runs from 2 till 3. The good thing is that in year 7, students will have exclusive use of the dining hall. So again, as part of that transition, we're really keen for students to feel comfortable in the school, and they'll all have lunch together at that time. There are lots of extracurricular activities students can do.
at lunchtime and after school, and they'll be published in school and on the website. And we really strongly encourage Year 7s to get involved in our vast array of different sports and clubs and activities. So let's have a little bit more of a look at their curriculum. What you'll see is they have different number of hours for different subjects. So if we start with maths and English, they have 4 hours a week. It's really important that they get the basic skills of literacy and numeracy absolutely right and embedded so that they can access the rest of the curriculum. They've then got 3 hours of science, 2 hours of humanities, that's history and geography, 2 hours of a foreign language, French or German, depending on which half of the year group they're in, 2 hours of PE, and then an hour of other subjects, including RE and art. It's really important that you understand that we really structure our curriculum carefully. So in some subjects, students will be centred on ability, and in other subjects, students will be in their form. And that works best to absolutely support progression for our Year 7s. One part of our curriculum that we're really proud of is our transition curriculum. This is designed for students who we think are not quite secondary ready. And it provides an additional layer of support, particularly in maths and English, and it allows students who aren't quite there and quite able to access the full secondary curriculum to develop some really essential skills so that they can go on and be really successful in all their subjects. This is predominantly in Year 7, and students in the transition curriculum will have a primary trained colleague who will take them through a range of different subjects. Something else that we're really proud of is our school's VLE. It's called Firefly, and it's a portal that allows staff to set homework tasks and communicate with students through an app on their phone or on their laptop. But as a parent, you can also get access to Firefly, and you'll be allowed to look at your child's attendance information, any rewards or any sanctions that your child receives, and to look at their timetable, to look at links to curriculum and their subject. So it's a really powerful tool to allow you to support your child's learning. And particularly in Year 7, when you've got these such significant changes, it's something that all our parents find really, really useful and really helpful. So thank you very much, everyone. I'm going to pass you over to my esteemed colleague, Mrs. O'Hagan, who's going to talk to you about accelerated reader, home learning and the summer school. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. O'Hagan and I'm one of the Deputy Head Teachers here at Workington Academy. I'm going to talk to you about two things, and the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is home learning. So I'm currently standing in our Learning Resource Centre, and that is linked to our home learning, which I'll tell you about in a moment. So I'm sure you're all thinking, home learning sounds like homework. That's right, that's exactly what it is. Now, you will get home learning every week, but please don't start to panic because you won't get it in every subject every day. So you might get one piece of English, one piece of maths, one piece of science every week, and you might get homework in some of your other subjects once every 2 weeks. And it won't always be the same thing. Sometimes you'll have projects to complete, sometimes you'll have research to do, and it's going to help you to remember the things that you've done in lessons. So you'll do recall quizzes, and I'm sure in lots of subjects there'll be lots of competitions. So this is one of the rooms where we will be able to give you some home learning support. And in here we run a home learning club on most nights of the week. And you'll be able to come in here to complete your homework if you want to. So you'll be able to get it done and out of the way before you go home. And you'll be able to access lots of the resources in school. There's computers to use. And there'll always be members of staff around to help you should you need that help. Now, the other thing linked to our Learning Resource Centre is our Accelerated Reader programme. And some of you may be familiar with this already, where you will get books to read that are exactly right for your reading age. Now, it's massively competitive, and you work towards being a word millionaire. We have leaderboards, and you will take quizzes on the books that you have read, and every time that you complete those quizzes, you will move up the ranks. And of course, there will be prizes awarded for those who are highly successful at Accelerated Reader. Hello again. So I've moved now to one of our technology rooms to talk to you about summer school. Now, before you all go, summer school, it's bad enough that you've talked to us about homework. Now you're talking to us about coming to school in the holidays. Just give me a few minutes to explain. Some of you have probably got brothers and sisters who have attended summer school or know somebody who has attended summer school in a previous year. Now, this will be our 21st summer school in 2021, with only last year there being no summer school when, of course, we couldn't host one. So what's it all about? So it is a 1-week programme where you will sign up for lots and lots of different activities. What it's not is sitting behind a desk for a week. It's all about coming into school, getting to know students from other schools other than your own primary school, meeting lots of the teachers before you start school properly in September, getting to know your way around a very large building, all the different classrooms, and it's about getting a head start with our reading programme that I mentioned to you earlier, and it's about having a lot of fun. Some of the things that we do in summer school include food studies, doing some cooking, we do sport, we do murder mystery. Not last year, but the year before, we did an escape room. We do drama. And that's just some of the subjects that are on offer. So you will have 5 very, very full days. Now, another advantage of summer school is that the days are shorter. We start at 9 and we finish at 2. So that means you've got the rest of the day to perhaps go with some of your new friends and do other things. You don't need to wear school uniform, and you'll work in lots of different groups, so you'll be with the people that you know, and you'll be with new people as well as you go through the different activities. So what do you need to do next? Well, there'll be an online application process, and you will need to express your interest for one of those first 2 weeks. Then you need to save the date. And when you've expressed your interest, I will communicate with you directly and give you all the information that you'll need for the week in which you're attending. Now, be warned, it's always exceptionally popular, and places are allocated on a first-come, first-served basis for the most part. So my advice to you is sign up fast.
Hello Year 6, my name is Mrs Adams and I'm Head of Learning Support. You may come up here and spend some time with us and get to know us all. In Learning Support, our job is, I lead a team. We've got lots of people that work here with lots of specialist skills. We support children with all kinds of needs, people who've got health needs or physical needs, children who need help with speech and language, learning. You may have autism or a range of other types of special educational needs. So if you've got any additional needs, you may bump into me or one of the team at some point, and we're always around to help. So we work really closely with the Year 7 team to make sure that you're all okay and that you're doing really well and making the best progress that you can make with your learning. I look forward to seeing you in September.
Hi everybody, I'm Miss Lee and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about transition. So transition is our way in Workington Academy of bridging some gaps between primary and secondary for anybody that isn't feeling quite secondary ready. So what we do is we have a bespoke programme and a bespoke classroom that mirrors the Year 7 curriculum, but it also allows it to be accessed for all students, whatever ability, focusing on literacy and numeracy skills to help you to progress and to meet the needs of Year 7. So in transition, we teach you for 5 different subjects and you will either be taught by myself or you'll be taught by Miss Dandy. So we teach you for English, Maths, History, Geography and a language as well. So by being in transition for your 5 different subjects, that means that we can get to know you really well. We get to know your strengths, your weaknesses in all 5 of the different subjects that we teach you for. And that allows us to monitor your progress. And then it helps to support you to move into other Year 7 classes when you are ready. My other role in school is I am Deputy Director of Learning for Year 7, so I spend a lot of time with Miss Tweddle and Mrs Robertson, and I will see you all quite a lot when you start in September, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you all.
Thank you, Miss Lee, and thank you to you all for watching this evening. I hope that this information evening has proved useful to you and beneficial to help you with your transition to us at Workington Academy. As I said right at the start, we can't wait for you to start with us and get to know you in the coming weeks at summer school and over the summer, and start with us in September. If you do have any queries or questions regarding any of the information that's been shared with you tonight or from this point forward, please do not hesitate to contact a member of the Year 7 team or our main office here at the Academy. Please don't forget, if you haven't already completed your online admission form, please do so on our website or using the QR code that was in your welcome pack. Remember to keep checking our social media pages and our Team Year 7 transition website for lots of up-to-date information that will also help you to get ready for starting with us in September. On there, we've also got lots of departmental transition videos that will help you to get to know some of our other staff members that you will meet in September, and to find out lots about what you're going to be studying when you get to us in September also. Remember to keep referring to your welcome packs that we sent to you in the post a few weeks ago. That's got lots of essential information in that will help you to get ready to start with us in September. Remember, it's got lots of information in there in regards to ordering your uniform, stationery packs, as well as applying for summer school and your admission form as well. So we look forward to seeing you very soon. The next opportunity will be on the 5th of July at our tutor meeting day, and then summer school, and then welcoming you here in September. We look forward to seeing you very soon.
Be the best you can be.